everybody. Welcome to the Real Talk Show this evening. Thank you for joining us. Do me a favor. Take a few minutes and invite somebody to the show. When I tell you this show is going to be on fire, we're talking about on fire. We're going to have some real talk this evening, and it is nothing like having somebody that you can just sit and have girl chat with and just bring forth everything, okay? We are just ready to show up and show out tonight. For those who don't know me, I am the host, Cynthia L. Robinson. I am super excited to be here tonight. For those that don't know me, I am the visionary. I am the founder of Plans of the Righteous and the Real Talk Show. Listen, do me a favor and invite somebody. Subscribe to the page. Join us every Saturday. We're here every Saturday at 7 p.m. And we have some very important people to bring to you. From this point on, we are about faith-based entrepreneurs succeeding and using biblical principles to make that thing happen. If you're not a part of our Facebook group, make sure you join our Facebook group. It is Plans of the Righteous Facebook group. We have a course that's coming up. If you have not joined our course, get on the waiting list. Make sure you go to our Academy page, which is academy.plansoftherighteous.com. And you can always order your planner. Our planner for this year, for 2022, you can pre-order. It is destined for greatness because that's what we are doing this year. We are in the journey of being the greatest version of ourselves. And this is just the beginning of what God has for us. So if you don't know, we have Jill Miller here. This is our featured guest tonight. She is she is the fitness guru. When I tell you, she is going to bring it. That is her. When I tell y'all, listen, I just thought about it, and I got to bring this up in our conversation. But when I tell you, she knows her stuff. She knows her stuff. And I am super excited. Jill, come on from behind that curtain and come on and introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Cynthia.
Jill,
I am so honored.
It's such an honor to have you on the show. Thank you for saying yes.
I was sharing that just earlier, like, all God wants is a yes. That's all. So I'm just being obedient. I'm being obedient, Cynthia.
Honey, you have such a testimony, and I can't wait for us to really just jump in there and just have that real chat about it, okay? We're going to have some real good girl talk.
Yes, look. I wish I was in Florida with you, hanging out on that beach.
Oh, child, no, it's too good. It's cold.
It's cold here. It's cold in Atlanta.
Listen,
you see, I'm sticking up to
right now. Look, where I am right now, I can wear my boots.
Wow. Oh, yes.
Okay, right. So South Florida got some cold weather, but I'm in North Florida right now. And I'm telling you, honey, we've been getting that cold weather, and it has been, listen, exercise, I've been trying.
Cover up and get on out there and hit it.
Listen, no excuse, right?
No excuse.
So do me a favor, take some minute and just introduce yourself, Jill.
Oh, well, hi, guys. My name is Jill Miller. I am a trainer. I am a Black female business owner. I own Jill Miller Fitness Studio, and I co-own with my fabulous husband, Glenn Miller. Girl, yes. Who was actually going to set up a minute ago. Miller Juice Wellness Center. We're here in Atlanta, Georgia, Union City, to be specific. And I just been grinding from being a former educator to a fitness instructor and just carrying out my assignments.
All right.
Wellness, teaching and wellness. I never left either one.
Jill, you've been in the fitness industry for how long?
Oh, wow. I have been in the fitness industry now, 21 yeyears, former educator for 26 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, listen, we finna get into this. Tell us, because I know you was in the educational aspect of,
Yes.
In the classroom. You was in the
classroom, deep in the trenches.
You was in the classroom. So tell me, what inspired you to leave your 9 to 5 and start out on faith and open up your business, Jill Miller Fitness? What was the inspiration behind that?
Oh, faith over fear. I was working in gyms for, several years, very committed to, just serving in that capacity and training kids and adults in schools that I worked in. And I'm just kind of a different type of trainer, I play the music I want to play, whether it's hip hop, whether it's gospel. I kind of move at my own drum, my own beat. And one of the boss kind of got on me and, whatever. And I never forget, like, coming home complaining to my husband about it. And he was like, "Sin," he goes, "That's what you get." And I was like,
"What?"
And I kind of paused. And I was like, I received it. It was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "Because I told you a long time ago, you're good enough. You're good enough to have your own facility. You just keep doing it your way, He was like, and I was like, "But he's gonna take out of my check." He was like, "Oh, I'm good. That's great." Because I tried to tell you, you do your own facility. And so, like I said, I received and I kind of, that's deep. And I reflected and I was like, "You know what, God? Maybe you're trying to tell me something." And it was time. So I opened up Jill Miller Fitness Studio in Fairburn, Georgia. And they were like, "Please, will you still continue to train here?" So, girl, I would go and train at their gym, teach total body classes, then come run to my place, open up my gate, still trying. It was like crazy. But yeah, I stepped out on faith, like you said, and I believed in myself, and I listened to my husband.
And that's
he saw something in me I really didn't see in myself at the time.
Come on now. Now, see, you're trying to make us go into this already.
Yeah, he's my mindset.
The mindset is so powerful.
The mindset.
People don't understand that if they don't have the right mindset for them to go into their own business, it's not going to work.
It's not going to work. You can talk about it all day long, You're going to be no plan of action.
Yes.
You got to get the wheel rolling. No plan of action. You got to remove self-doubt.
Come on now.
That'll cripple you. The enemy will cripple you, make you think you're not good enough. And so I was going through that, like, oh. But I had won awards and accolades, Crunkest instructor in Atlanta, like, just something about brick and mortar, something about setting up your own facility, buying your own equipment. Because see, when you work for someone else, and 9 to 5, you can go in, give 110%, do your best, and then you're out.
Yeah, but guess what?
There's no true ties.
No, there's no true ties. But guess what, Jill?
What?
They dictate your worth.
Oh my God, my God.
Whereas when you're in your own business, you dictate your worth. You can go, that grind can be as hard as you want it to be, or it can be as least as you want it to be.
Yes.
And let me tell you, it's serious. It's serious. Yes. Because so often we find, as entrepreneurs, we find ourselves, everybody wants to be in their own business. Everybody. And trust me, everybody's not meant to be.
Whether they say it or not.
That is true. That is true. But everybody's not, I'm not going to say everybody's not designed to be their own, be an entrepreneur. You just got to equip yourself for the assignment.
Yes, equip
And
yourself.
when you said that about the mindset, how did you get through the mindset of dealing with those struggles? How was it for you? How did you push through with those different mindsets, those beliefs, those hindering things
Yeah.
that kept popping up? How did you deal with that?
Yeah, that negative voice, that bad self-talk and doubt, just trusting myself, knowing that, hey, I got the skills. I have the skill sets set to do this. If I can make a difference in folks' lives in these gyms and make a change, a difference, why can't I do it in my own facility? Especially if my husband is willing to give me half of the building, you see, because he's a photographer. So it was pretty much all a photography studio. And he said, we're going to divide. He visually saw it happening. And so I'm like, okay, I can see it. And he said, we're going to split this sucker in half and you can do it.
Amen.
And you know what, Sid? I started our baby steps just on Saturdays. I would train in there because we had to gut it out, prepare it, get it ready. And our goal was to be ready in time for fit camp. So my very first boot camp, fit camp, was in 2009 in my own facility. And it was so small. We were just tied up in there. But we all came with like minds, like we wanted change, we wanted to transform. And they believed in me. My clients believed in me. And many followed me to my business, and they told their friends, and it was just like forest fire. It just spread. It just, people started hearing about how I was making them, helping them to feel better mentally and physically.
Right.
And so it was powerful, and I really got to see it because, like you said, I could put as many hours in that craft that I wanted to.
Right.
No one dictated what time I closed the gates.
Yes.
Exactly.
And then and then I'm gonna go here for a quick second. Because we can't leave your hubby out.
Right. And then too, let me tell you this before we add Glenn, because he's one of the trainers as well. Now, what you need to remember is that I was still teaching. Teacher of the year, like still dedicated to that classroom. There were many days I'm supposed to be teaching a 5 o'clock class. I'm still mentoring, counseling kids and talking to parents. And so that's what made my husband push more to the forefront, was becoming an instructor as well.
Wow.
Filling in the need. Yeah, there was a need I needed help. And he filled in that void. So when I was running late, he would warm up my class still to this day. Or in the mornings, he was like, we need to add an AM class because we had people requesting to train in the mornings because you don't have self-employed people or people, what have you. And we had trainers, but a lot of times they don't feel well or what have you. What do? They call out.
They do.
But you can't do that when you're running a business.
Nope. You
people have already trusted their journey, their life change, put in our hands.
Right.
So if I say I'm going to have a 9 o'clock class, the doors need to be open. And so for like a year, saying he would just open up the facility for the trainers to come in. And so by him being there for so long and observing and being there and hosting everything, this one particular day, he called me. He was like, where's the trainer? So I'm teaching, so I'm sneaking, I'm on the phone trying to see where's my instructor. And I promise you, from that day forward, he said, don't call anybody. He said, no, we're not doing that. He said, I got it. He said, I got it. And so I couldn't wait to talk to him after the 9 o'clock class. Like, how did it go? And so he ended up having all these people who loved his type of training. So one monkey don't stop no show.
Exactly.
It's meant to be. When you're walking in your gift,
yes,
it's meant to be. We were supposed to be about the wellness. And so it all came together.
Wow. That is good. That's good.
Ever since. That's been since 2010, 10-ish.
So
it's 2022.
Okay, so listen, share with the people the connection for you to have that support from him. Because a lot of people try to be an entrepreneur, but they don't have that support system. Look at you showing off them juices. That's the one life wellness juices. Okay.
It's so good, Sin. I'm sorry.
Listen, I know how good them juices are.
Oh, you know. When I come to Florida, they're like, you bring some juices.
Listen, you bring me some juices, and don't forget, remember the detox.
Yes, remember the detox challenge? I made detoxes right in my mom's house for all of my home team. Yes, let's get on this.
Listen, have to do that again because I'm ready to get myself snatched again. Okay.
Yes. It's time to live your best life.
And the pandemic done set in, and I didn't kind of wavered a little. I got off track because you don't want to go out there because people coughing and sneezing. So in the beginning, everybody was a little, no, I'm gonna pass on that. But listen, I need my detox juices. I'm gonna need my detox juices. Jill,
next time I come in town. It is so good too. It's just a great way to reset the body.
Yes.
But having that support system made a huge difference. And sometimes, I don't give him as much credit as I should, but we are the Miller team. We are the Miller team. He has my back. I'm there for him as well. And he's like one of the best instructors. And here's another thing. A lot of people do not know before I met Glenn. He owned a gym. That's why you got to do what God has called you to do. It came right back. He ends up falling in love and marrying a chick who was always fit, fine, and fabulous. But at the time, I wasn't into fitness. It took hearing a bad doctor's report. I was told I had lupus. I was saying I was overweight. I was just going through the motion on the job, leaving the job, depressed, thick. I was, just and I wasn't the woman he married. When I got that doctor's report, it just changed my life. It just made me get in gear. And so that's how I ended up falling in love with fitness and wellness. It's just crazy. Years ago.
Yes.
Here in Riverdale, Georgia.
I never knew that, but now I get it. I see.
So it was easy for him to step right into it.
Yes.
It was familiar because that was something he was supposed to be doing. That was his gifts. And God said, I'll make room. Didn't God say that?
Gifts.
He said
that. Yes.
Yeah, it's powerful.
Yes, that is so powerful. That is so powerful.
He was just a manager, overseer, just making sure, operations, just making sure the place was always open and clean for the trainers and the clients. And he ended up becoming one of the trainers for Jill Miller Fitness Studio. That is truly a testimony.
That really is. And then I didn't know about you with the lupus. That just.
Yeah, that's not, I don't know. I just was taught that there's power in words and what we pronounce and claim.
Yes, the things that we so you didn't want to claim it. I get it.
I only really share that when I need to. Like when I have clients not feeling well or they may have a disease, and I'll share that with them, or they're complaining, don't want to move their legs or their body. And I'm like, there's people out here with diseases. There's people out here wish they could do what you're doing. Heck, they say, I have lupus and look at me today. I'm supposed to have severe rheumatoid arthritis. Look at me today. So stop speaking that over yourself. By his stripes, you are healed.
Yes, come on now.
Yeah. You
I love
are
it.
healed. Own
That's
it.
right.
And let's get the job done. Get to moving. He's giving us another chance. That's why this facility, One Life Juice, is called One Life. Because Cynthia, that's all we have.
That's all we have is that one life to live.
I chose to pick
You are
myself
absolutely
up. I
right.
had to pick myself up and
Yes.
get going. I couldn't allow that report to kill me. Of course, I was still dealing with depression and what have you, but I kept moving. And through the movement, through my brokenness, I was able to help so many other people just push through,
Yes.
and live their best lives and let them know that not only can you feel good on the inside, but you can look good on the outside as well. And I'm going to teach you and show you how to get that total package. I'm going to use my yeah, I'm that model.
That's how you get that fabulous body. That's how you get that fabulous body, because you don't give up. We so often give up on ourselves, and we cannot let ourselves go, regardless of how we feel.
Yes.
Regardless of our mental state, regardless of the things that's going on around us, regardless of the way our body feel, we have to keep pushing.
Keep pushing. And I didn't want to be on meds. I didn't want to keep doing the steroids. I knew. Girl, I started studying. I was like Glenn when he was diagnosed with cancer. I started studying relentless, reading every low carb book, get in the zone, Atkins, just trying to figure it out. And I realized sugar affects everything.
Sugar affects everything.
When your mind is right, saying your body will follow. If I could tackle this, I knew this would come into play. And then I could teach others how to do it.
Yes.
And so,
it's so funny because when my mom was diagnosed with arthritis, that was one of the things that we actually changed in her diet. Is we tried to take her off of the sugars, the different carbs, just change her way of eating and try to get her moving better. So it does make a big difference in the way that our life, expansion, how we live our lives, how we move in our lives. Because I remember when the doctors told us that she had diabetes, and they said that she would never get off of the medication. So we have gotten her down. I mean, I'm not trying to tell her business, but listen.
Go, mama. Go, mama. See, I love you. I live for stories like this.
Yes, exactly. So we just have to do our research. We have to not be so quick to jump to the medication.
And we're so quick.
Yes, because there is light.
Tell us that's what we do.
Yes.
The doctor said. Yeah. I'm like, Mom, please don't take that medicine. Mama, please. One size, Cynthia, does not fit all. They prescribe the same meds, Lord help us, for everyone. How about being powered by fruits and vegetables? How about researching and realizing the things that you're taking into your system can be causing the inflammation?
Yes.
How about making those small changes one day at a time? We all fall down. We got to get back up.
Get back up again. Honey.
Get back up. When you know better, do better. And it's our jobs as Christians to educate others.
Yes.
Each one teach one.
Each one teach one.
Have that selfish spirit. When we know better, we know, okay, hey, get on sea moss. Hey, instead of eating a full banana, do a handful of grapes. Do a half a banana. When we know better, we tried and tested this here thing, and we see it's working for us, our friends, some of our family members. We got to start sharing it, especially in the Black community.
Yes, exactly.
Knowledge is power. We tend to be selfish. We cannot continue in this season.
And I don't know if it's all us being selfish. I think it's a point of how a lot of us were raised.
Well, that's that too. But some of us younger folks know better. Some of us we know better.
Yes.
And we don't share our testimonies.
Yes.
We just don't share our testimonies. That used to be a big thing in the church.
Yeah.
God gets the glory.
Yes, definitely,
He
definitely.
wants you to know he healed you.
Mm.
And we just need to, to me, it really is a part of us. It's a selfish spirit. If I have a client right now and I helped you lose 100 pounds, or I helped you lose 5 to 15 pounds, and nobody else knows where you train at.
Right.
Or we put you on sea moss, or we put you on our beet powder, and your blood pressure has gone down, decreased to like nothing. Well, you don't have to take those meds anymore, but only you know about it.
Yes, exactly.
You haven't picked up the phone and called your family members, your mother, your auntie, your sisters and brothers are still aching right now when you know that there's a product out here that can change everything.
That can change
So that's
everything.
what I mean when I say being selfish.
Yes, yes.
God is
So
not pleased with that.
yes, and you're absolutely right. So listen, tell me something. Because see, how did you go from having the gym to the juice bar? Come on now. I mean, you went from the gym, Glenn
Unbelievable.
has a photo studio on one side, you got the gym on the other side, but now we got a whole juice bar included in the spectrum here. Tell us how you came up with the juice bar and the gym.
Again, Cynthia, your body is a temple. I mean, we went right back to that same concern, hearing a bad doctor's report. Cynthia, so here we are. We're training in Fairburn, Georgia. Glenn's driving around. Of course, before you knew it, like I ran out of space in that area, in his area, because remember we were sharing the photography in the gym. And so he found another facility in Union City. And so we both were training in there for several years, loving, again, committed to the community, loving what we were doing. And Glenn gets his PSA, like his numbers, his data was very high. And so he ends up finding out he had prostate cancer. So here we go, again, being tested, right?
Yeah.
That little thorn in your side,
That's
right?
on the side. That's on
Woo, that little
the
thorn in your side. Because look, God gonna get the glory some kind of way. He gonna get you right back on path to focus right there, right?
Yes.
And so we hear this, and oh man, so it's like, oh my gosh, okay, so we got this, yeah. This is just a test, and to kind of just get through to the story, just move forward in the story was he's such a he's such a like a fighter type of person, and I think it has a lot to do with his upbringing. Like he just refused to fold. He was like, nah. He said he saw me a pivotal moment was when we went to a doctor's appointment. I'm writing, taking down all the notes and the different type of treatments and radiation and chemo, all these different treatments they were recommending him to immediately get started on and do this and do that. And I'm trying to keep up and so we can make a sound decision, right? And he said, Jill, I looked over at you. And he said, I looked over at you in your face. You was just like, oh God, how we gonna pull through this? Because I'm a school teacher. He's running 3 or 4 business. He's a trainer. How we gonna do this? Who's gonna be the trainer? Because when you go through chemo and radiation, it strips your body. It kills your good cells. Like you can't even hardly function. It's really bad. Some people don't even make it through that. We lose people all the time because of cancer. And from that, when he looked at me, he said, oh no, I'm finna get it together. He was like, oh no. And so he just, from that moment, as soon as we got home, he just got on the computer. Cynthia, he just started researching and studying the right foods, the right fruits and vegetables to put in his diet. He started studying raw raw life, what pulling certain things out of his diet would do for his body, how it would repair his cells. 360 overnight. It was just amazing to be in the home and watch the transformation. He said he told God, like, look, if you just help me, I promise I'm gonna do my part.
Yes.
He said it, Cynthia, and he meant it. Like, it would be nice. I'm a late owl person. Like, I go to bed late, and he would be up, girl, 3, 4 in the morning, studying relentlessly. Like, Jill, I gotta get a juicer. He's like, I gotta get a juicer. I'm getting ready to start juicing. I'm not going through this chemo. I'm not doing that. He's like, I'm gonna heal the body. The body is the temple. I'm gonna heal my body. I'm gonna do holistic measures. He took a holistic approach to wellness. And so he started juicing. All right, so he's juicing. He's feeling better. He refused several of the treatments, but the one treatment he did go with was radiation. And he would tell me sometimes when he would leave certain treatments, he would say, you know, people couldn't even drive home. Like, a family member would have to get them, or they would remain behind. And he felt so good that he was able to get in the car and still live an active life. No one never knew Glenn had cancer because he didn't want anybody to know. He's a man, you know, Brooklyn. You know, he Mr. Muncho man. Here I am crying like, I was diagnosed with something. I was like, oh my God, it was so rough to, you know, they say your mate goes through it with you, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Too, you know, and because, you know, I had to watch that, you know, from the bleeding and all the stuff he had to go through. And so the clients, he would come in with these tall canisters of green juice, because his first juice, he was juicing collards. He did a whole lot of research on collards and kale and beets. And so beets and collards were his first formulas. And so they would, nosy, asking him what was he drinking. Because again, like I said, he changed his diet. That's the first thing he did, was clean up his diet. He was already exercising, so he was halfway there.
Yeah.
He was doing the physical part, you know, his strength. But the nutrition, he really had to clean up his diet. No more 2 to 3 treat days. Everything, Glenn changed everything. Because you can reverse. Every disease can be reversed. A lot of people don't want to hear that and accept that, because they're believing what Western medicine's told them. They believe in what their doctor has said. Every disease can be reversed. And so he studied that. He studied Dr. Sabi. He was studying. And he made those juices. And so one day he said, Gee, you want to give me some sample cups. I want to try my juice. And I was like, oh, because some of them were so, oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Cynthia, it was just collards. It was just, in the kale juice, he called it king kale. It was just kale and ginger, or just collards and ginger, just beets. And so the palate, didn't taste that great, but he knew what it was doing for his body.
Yes.
Oh my God. It was so crazy. The change was happening so quick that when he would get in the car, he would walk to the car from the Piedmont Hospital. He said the security guard was like, girl, this is a crazy story. The security guard stopped him and said, Sir, you're not supposed to be in this parking lot in this area. These are for our cancer patients. He calls me on the phone with Dave. Was like, Jill, these people are telling me I'm parking in the wrong area.
He's parking in the wrong area. He's not supposed to be in the cancer area, because the eye is showing one thing, but
glory to God. Girl, they were like, you in the wrong area.
Okay. We walk by faith and not by sight anyway.
Honey. He believed, and he was able to get on in the car, come on home, and get ready to train. You know, I was kind of like, Glenn, I think we need to slow it down. We're just gonna have to, you know, either cancel it or not. We're gonna have to figure it out, or get a trainer or something. He said, he probably, now that I'm thinking about it, chilled maybe a little bit for 1 week.
Look, that was his vacation. That was his vacation.
He just kind of, yeah. And then I was able to take off from my job, so I was able to help more, you know, in the studio. But he was like, "No, I got this." He said, "I got this. I'm gonna power through this." And because of his commitment to wellness and his commitment to believing and trusting God, it showed others. Because we ended up having a client who, one of our rest in heaven, Lisa, was diagnosed with cancer, and he never would share his story. Even in a barbershop, he would only share if somebody was talking about it or feeling some kind of way about what they were going through. And he would say, "No, you're gonna beat it. You got this." He's like, "I'm a cancer survivor." And they're like, "What?" And so he said, "God, you know," because I'm like, "Glenn, you just need to tell the world. You need to tell your testimony. So many people are going to be blessed by your story." Cynthia, that was the one big argument we would always have. He wasn't there yet. And it took my close co-workers to tell me, "Jill, leave him alone."
Yeah.
Leave him alone in his time.
In his time. Amen.
And he would say, "I share with people who need to know." That was always pretty deep to me when he would say that. But I just knew the big picture. I just know the word. I was just like, "No, God needs you to share." Like, and so we went from sample cups. Yeah, from sample cups to ordering bottles. Yeah. It's amazing what God would do from tragedy to triumph.
Yes.
So he took something that was meant to kill him and destroy it.
Come on now.
It was meant to kill him.
But God had other plans. God had other plans.
I'm so thankful that I'm in his life and he's in my life, that we both can now share the story. Because if I fast forward, later, now this is like what? We're talking like 2017, 2018. And so we went from sample cups to the bottles and selling our juices in the gym. So he buys a refrigerator, whatever, so you could come in and get the juices in the gym. And still now at this time, no one knows. None of our clients know. The only two clients who were aware were the two that I chose to share with, because I would come in there some days like just, I could barely teach the class. You know, at the time we're sweating, right, Sin? Because it's a hardcore workout, a good workout. But they're thinking it's sweat, but it was tears.
Mighty God.
My God, falling from my face.
Mighty God. Come on.
Because I just could not believe like how strong he was. And I got to see when you truly trust and believe in the life, the path you have to walk. When we say faith over fear, it's just not a nice slogan. We have to truly trust God and walk it out.
Yes.
And I watched my man walk it out. And it reminded me of when I walked it out.
Yes.
When they told me I'd never be a good trainer, I ain't gonna be able to, my fingers would be like this and my knees would be like crippled because I had so much arthritis in my joints, and I just kept pushing. There would be days I would crawl up the steps because I couldn't even walk up the steps. Wow. And so our stories formed us and just helped us to be who we are today. So when people come in our environment complaining about they don't feel well, or did they back hurt, or they hip hurt, and I'm like, they arm hurt, or girl, you worked me out so hard. And I said, there's somebody out here without an arm.
Amen.
My sister passed, her legs were folded back when she was diagnosed with MS. I watched her eat her body up.
Yes.
And she would say, exercise for me, Jill.
Exercise
If
for
somebody wished they could move the way you move.
right.
It's nothing for me to get on the mic before I'm training, telling them, we here, we alive, we well, let's go.
Yes.
Let's
Yes.
get it.
Let's get it.
He created this body. It's beautiful what he created. How dare us? How dare us be ungrateful? He's given us another chance. He woke us up. COVID, these diseases have taught us everybody not waking up.
That is true.
We're here. Shake that monkey off. Let's go. Somebody's counting on you. You have kids that need you to show up with a sound mind, as a great mom. You a dad. When you are in this environment, when you in One Life Juice Wellness Center, when you in Jill Miller Fitness Studio, God has given you a place to come to where you can let that go.
Yes.
And regroup, revisit, reset your mind. If you just let me do what I'm called to do, I now know more about my purpose than I did then. I didn't want to own my anointing. It took my clients to say, girl, this your gift, this your passion. Because, I was just a teacher, but he changed my assignment. I'm still a teacher. I was still
I was just about to say that. But you had your time in the classroom, but God had to shift you because he gave you a greater assignment.
My God.
Your greater assignment. And now you're walking in your divine purpose and you're changing and impacting lives. Not only are you changing and impacting lives, but you're teaching people how to live a healthier version of them.
Yes. My God.
And through the things we put in our body, the way we move, our thought process for the way we should get up and exercise, all of that stuff, you've impacted lives and changed those lives. So listen, we did, Jill, this was supposed to be a 30-minute show.
We start talking about the goodness of God, like, look, when he bring you through so many things and you've seen so many things and you've had an opportunity to meet so many people who are not well mentally or physically, you just can't help but talk about how good he is. I just get
that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about.
Excited, girl. I can't even hold my peace.
Come on now.
I feel like
we about to do it.
I'm about to stand up. We about to get it.
We're gonna get some exercise in here and some shouting at the same time.
Look at God, from sample cups to bottles to Glenn driving around again. He still is this visionary. God gives him these downloads, all these amazing formulas he's driving around looking. He's like, no, this place not big. This place can't hold us. I couldn't see it because again, I'm teaching all day. I can barely make it to teach my 5 and 6 p.m. because I'm running a part-time business and still dedicated to that classroom. So I couldn't see what Glenn saw. And so Cynthia, he's riding around. He's like, more people need to know about these juices. And so I would be like, you the juice man. You wouldn't even say it. Just like I had a former principal who would always tell me, you a fitness guru. And I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. She's like, no, do you know who you are? Own it.
Own it.
Yeah, you a guru.
Yes, own it.
You run all these wellness programs in this school, girl. You the guru.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay, thank you, Tammy Coachman. Shout out to Miss Coachman right now. Soror. Yeah, you a guru. This is what you do.
Yes.
Yeah. And the juice man knew that gym area, even though it was a nice size facility, but it couldn't house both businesses.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So before we even relocate, I'm at a how can I say it? I was at a crossroad, like I was at a crossroad like in my life, and I was like I was just tired. Cynthia, I was just tired of dealing with our folks. I was just tired. You know, folks come in, they want you to give all of you, and some folks payments bouncing, it was just a lot to manage. Having a full-time job, because you got to keep your books.
Yes.
I can't just do the craft. I want to just come in and just do my passion, what I love, but I also have to be about the business of my
business. Yes.
And that's the part we don't like.
Yes.
You're your own manager. You got to make sure you're getting your payment so you can pay the rent, because I'm not a mobile trainer. We have a brick and mortar. Whether one person shows up, that rent must be paid. The lights got to be on. And so I got to go in there and train 110% if it's one person or 100 people.
Yeah.
And so it just became overwhelming for me at a time in my life. And I just wanted to be done with training. I wanted to throw in the towel. A lot of people don't know that. But my clients, they know, because I have shared that my testimony on several, shows and lives. But there was a time I was like, Glenn, this is too much. I'm crying. I'm like, it's just too much. And he's like, but this was wait a minute. This was what you wanted.
This is what you wanted. So tell us, what changed that point for you, because all business, and people need to understand that you're going to go through that.
Girl, and nobody told me that. It
was like who questions God? I questioned God. I was like, is this really what you want me to do?
Yeah, am I going? On top of going through the change and this? Oh,
so when you got that conversation with God, what was the turning point for you? What was it that made you keep pushing forward to not give up on it and keep moving?
God is within her. She will not fail. Psalms 46:5. Oh my God, I just wanted to throw in the towel. Thank God for the military. Thank God for my husband, who was like, he would hear that, but then he would be like, what you gonna do? Like, I'm like, okay, by the month of blah, 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 this is it. I'm gonna start phasing it out. The company that I use to manage my drafts, I'm gonna phase that out. At some point, I'm gonna tell the clients, I have enjoyed being with you guys, but you need to start looking for a gym home. Like, I was literally trying to come about
it out in your head.
Yeah, he's like, well, take your name off the girl, my logo, all this stuff.
But he has not.
He was like, he just does not accept failure. Failure is not an option. Quitting is not an option for Glenn Miller.
Yeah.
He's just that type of guy. I married someone who won't allow you to give up on yourself or just quit. Now, if it's just something, some businesses do need to, phase on out and be done. You got to know when it's your time.
Yes.
But God wouldn't let me. He just would not. Like, I would get a phone call or someone would hit me up and say, oh my God, my marriage is so much better because of you. I feel better. I would just get every day. I would hear somebody else's story or another little God. It's just little nuggets that would help me go a little higher. It would just bring me back up. I started vibrating a little higher. It was just like right when I wanted to fold, somebody would give me a testimony.
Exactly.
The difference we had made in their lives. And so here I go again, 6 o'clock to my class.
Yeah, that's how God works. So with that being said, how to overcome the stigmas in the fitness industry? We know that as a faith-based entrepreneur,
yes,
and as the fitness industry being a predominantly male industry, how can you share with us how you were able to overcome the stigmas in the fitness industry as a faith-based entrepreneur?
Great question. It was very challenging in the beginning because one of the main gyms that I worked in, I was the only female trainer. Ooh. So it made me tough. Like it gave me like a lot of masculine energy. Like because I had to go in there like I deserve to be here too.
Exactly.
Somebody needs what I have to offer.
Yes. Come on.
Yeah. So I had to step in on the scene like this is where I'm supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and because they dominate, but I was like, oh no, I'm gonna show you I'm the baddest chick. Like this is what I do when I'm good at what I do. Not to toot my horn, but I had to know my value, especially working with men. And so I just got off on it, to tell you the truth. It was so empowering to go in there and get results from training men as well as women.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I got a trainer. She's a female and she whoops my butt. You know, even now, sometimes, you know, clients will take Glenn's class or they'll switch up and take my class, or sometimes we'll tag team. And they're like, I don't know who's the craziest. I don't know who's the craziest. Both of y'all crazy.
Okay, so listen, I'm sure that we have a lot of people on here. Because listen, what is your thought? Because you know, every year we come, not we, because I don't believe in these New Year's resolutions, y'all. I don't believe in them.
Don't? But you
no,
do.
I don't believe in New Year's resolutions.
You have some declarations, though.
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
You declare some things that you want God to do for you.
Exactly. Exactly. So when you have those people that come geared up for that New Year's resolution, oh, I'm going to get fit and fabulous, and they all in week 1, week 2, month, January, February.
They start to what?
2 weeks coming by March. What can you tell the people? What can you share with the people? What they need to do? Tell them what they need to do.
Cynthia, they need to stay the course. I chose to stick it on out. I'm here with you. I chose to stay the course. You know, you cannot do the work. You cannot give 110% to your family, to yourselves, first and foremost, to your job, to your business as business owners. You just really cannot do it without that total package. Because when you don't feel good, you can't go to work. You can't go to work. I used to always get those awards on the job for having like 1 or 2 days absent. Like, when you get this right, this is going to follow. And I need you to feel so bad. I need people to feel so bad when they don't exercise. Like, I need you to own it. I need you to know that is a part of you. You know what I mean? It's an investment you're giving to you.
Yes.
When you eat right. You know what I'm saying? When you cut out those starches and that the high sugar content, you're feeding your body with good things. When you exercise, you're making yourself well so that you can do the work and carry out the assignment. So I'm going to tell them, stay the course.
Stay the course. Stay the course.
Fall down, get back up.
Get back up again.
Reset. That's why our slogan here is reset, renew, reset, renew, restore. Reset, renew,
restore.
Back up. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna want to throw in a towel.
Yeah.
But find a trainer, find someone, find a person with that shares that same philosophy, that like-mindedness. Somebody who's on your page, or someone who will take you higher. Because that low frequency, that low vibration, you know, you the company you keep. You want to be a better version of yourself. So we must get with people who are going into the direction of growth and change
Yes.
together. We're stronger together. I
We're
really
stronger
believe.
together. We are stronger together.
Get back up and get back on it.
Back up again. So
Yeah.
how share with us how they can commit to being fit and fabulous. What can you share with us for us to stay on track? Because I know I have a group. We have
Okay.
Plans of the Righteous Facebook group.
Yeah, and I love your posts. You are such a motivator. I see why God called you to coach. You are a coach. No, like for real. Your planner is phenomenal. You laid it out. All they have to do is the work. And
Oh
that's
God.
really one of the hardest things, to do the work.
Yeah, that's
So I
all.
would tell your
God, I thank God, and I'm humbly thank you for the shout out. I really, truly, truly appreciate it.
we
And
just
it's
have
all
to
God.
do the work. I tell anyone, and I tell your group, just do the work. Put in the time. I always hear Glenn say that 4% of the day should be spent on you, making you
Ooh,
better. Out of all these hours, 24 hours in a day, you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? I don't care if you got to walk in a circle in your house to get your fitness in. So what is this cold outside? Okay, that's fine. Stay inside. Walk around.
I'm very competitive.
There's so many things you can do to
Jill,
get that 30
I'm
minutes an
very
hour in.
competitive. And we got this
All these
group
excuses.
going. Okay, we got a challenge going in our group. In that Plans of the Righteous Facebook group, we got a challenge going on. And whoever gets the most steps, let me tell you something. We was going
Track
in.
your data. Data matters. Repeat with me, Cynthia. Data matters.
Listen, I lost my Apple Watch. I don't know where my watch is.
Hurry up and get. That's gonna be the best Valentine's Day gift. Get you a wearable. I preach and teach that all the time. You do not know what you are doing without that data. Just like we go to the doctor and get that report so we can know how to plan out our lives. So we can fix things. They said we got high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. We look at that data and we move accordingly, right? We make the necessary changes, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So this data piece tells us that, and I had an opportunity a few years ago, thanks to a wonderful client, to speak before the Atlanta Dreams, the female basketball league, and some young ladies about the importance of data, a wearable. This will help you stay on track. Oh my God, I put down my diamond watches the way it is.
I'm so lost without it, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm good.
Get them steps in.
I'm back on track. I'm back on track because me walking around with this cell phone to track my steps is
there you go. There you go. But what I like about this is that it's right there, and it pulls from your post. It's more. It's a little more accurate.
I'm back on track. I'm gonna make sure I charge.
The next time I see you, in fact, I need you to take a picture and post it like this.
I'm gonna take a picture and send you my picture. I'm gonna post it and say Jill, okay? My watch. I got it.
And Cynthia, that leads me to another point I would like to make: accountability. You see how I just said take a picture and send it to me?
I'm gonna take a picture.
85% of us maintain our goals and our weight loss because we have an accountability partner. That's why you created that group, correct?
Yes, ma'am. That's why God gave me that group to create, because we're being accountable. We're being accountable with our time with God. We're being accountable with our goals because God had us to start putting our goals in there. We're accountable with each other, with just our prayer time. And it's just an amazing thing for you to be with like-minded people.
It's everything. It's the best investment. When folks come in here like they're overweight, they don't feel well, or what have you, and then I tell them the price. And many I'm like, oh, that's nothing. Oh, I can do that. And some are like, oh, that's too much. And I'm like, invest in your health. Aren't you worth it? You're going to be with someone that's going to be an accountability partner.
Yeah.
You in a facility where it's a personal touch environment. This is not a gym. I know every client by name. I don't see you, you're going to hear from me, whether you like it or not. Or if I tell you to post that you checked in, it's for a purpose. Not only does it keep me in track, up to date with what you're doing, and that you have that ledger.
Yes.
Every time you check in, every time they get in your group, there's records being kept.
Yes.
On your movement, on your mindset.
On the mindset, on the movement, what your goal is,
all
what
of
you're
that.
aspiring to do. Everything.
It matters.
It matters. It matters.
And so I'm not asking much of a person to want them to be a better version of themselves. I want you to have optimal health. Yes. At any age, baby. At any age. Someone was like, oh, who was that? Told me, talking about with me and my bathing suit pictures, me being a Christian and all, right?
Okay, man, come on now. What did you say?
Show the world that you can be fit, fine, and fabulous in any age. Don't let no one stop you. Don't let no one stop you. You go out there and you live your best life. You have one life.
One life.
Put it to great use, because your body is a temple.
Your
so
body
I need you to feel good. And I want you to look the part.
Yes.
Your image does matter. Step into it. Come from the back. Move to the front. It's such a great feeling to be able to. I have worked so hard to get my body to the point where I can be confident enough to do that. So I'm going to walk in that. And I want everyone else to do the same. It's small changes. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of every little gain you made. I don't care what it is, Cynthia.
Yes.
Share with the world. That's the testimony. When I flex on you in that bathing suit, that is my testimony.
Yes.
Because I was told I had this. I was told I wasn't going to be able to do this. You too old to act. You too old to do this. Says who? That my God didn't tell me that.
Our God don't give us limitations like that.
That's the word.
He don't give us limitations like that. Right. Come on now.
Man put
those limitations on us.
No. Break the shackles right now.
Yes.
Go out there and do your best. You can't do 25 jumping jacks, do 4. Do 5 every day. You're going to get stronger and better and better.
Yes.
Just put your best foot forward. I was reminding a client today when I was personal training, and I put on my story today, like all God wants is a yes.
Yeah.
Because you walked in those doors. That was your yes. Now let me do the rest. Let me do my assignment. And be cool.
Amen. Amen. Listen, I done stepped up into this challenge. I'm doing planks. I'm doing squats.
And those are like advanced moves, believe it or not. Those are real great total body moves.
Ooh,
they can stand when I tell them to get to that floor and let's hit these planks. They like, ugh. Then that's what I do to them, saying, I'll make them hold one hand down and turn in that plank. Hold that joke about 10 seconds.
I'm not there yet, but soon.
Soon, and you're going to what?
Document. I'm gonna post it. I'm owning it. I'm gonna post it. Y'all gonna see me do my love. I'm gonna do my okay.
Even if you hold it, sit for 5 seconds each side. That was better than 0 seconds. That's better than 0.
Graduate to that, and I'm gonna send you my picture. Okay. So listen, Jill.
I have enjoyed every minute
into the show.
Girl, I'm out to the south.
Listen, we're gonna have to bring you back. We're gonna have to bring you back again.
Let's definitely do a part 2. Let's look at reaching back out to your audience. Let's say maybe April, springtime. And I'm curious to see how much weight your group would have lost by then. So I would love to hear that data.
Our POTR sisters, y'all hear that? She's giving us a challenge. We have to report back April it is. You coming back on the Real Talk Show in April. So you save the date. You let me know whatever Saturday you want to come on. Let me know, and we're gonna make it happen. And then you're gonna give us some stuff that we're responsible for doing. But listen,
I love it.
Now until April to get fit, fabulous, and fine.
Fabulous and fine, honey. And look, Christian women, we got to do better. We don't supposed to be out here in this. Hey, we're not supposed to be out here on this planet Earth looking a mess.
No, ma'am. Listen, I ain't quite a mess, but let me tell you, I got to get it right. I got to get myself snatched like I was. So
you will, because you have the tools. You have the tools to do it.
Yes.
You are equipped. You are Psalms 91 equipped.
Yes, amen. Amen.
I love you so much, home team. And I'm just so honored.
Thank you for saying yes, for coming on the show. Do me a favor before you leave out. You are the fitness guru. Tell the people, give them a tip of something they can do in their households in this journey for them to continue to go be fit and fabulous. If they're not, give them something they can do so they can be fit and fabulous. Come on.
Okay, so I'm sorry, I can't help but go back to that mindset. Stop saying what you can't do. Stop putting limitations on yourself. I hear it every day, all day. Don't do that. Get up. Yes, you can. If you don't even have a treadmill, elliptical in your home, walk around in your house. Get that pace going. Get that wearable so you can track your data. You don't really want to shut it down at the end of the night until you have those 10,000 or more steps. Look at that. You can do it. I need you to get going and truly just believing in yourself. I don't care how young you are, how old you are. Just get started today, tonight. It's just great. This is a great season, a great time to get fit to fight, because you never know what's going to come your way in the future. And so you need to get fit to fight so you can, like Glenn and I, withstand those things. When trauma and trouble come your way, you can stand.
Yes.
Get moving. Small movements will take you a long ways. Get on the floor, work your abdominals. You can do knee lifts. I can go on. That's a whole nother segment, Cynthia. Some basic moves that I could show your group. They just got to get started.
All right. Listen, you made me think of something else. We're gonna have you to come back to us on a virtual level too. Maybe you can meet with us once a week or once a month or something. We're gonna get with you. We'll figure
something out. But that movement and that nutrition piece, if they need more information on how to clean up their diet or how can they get our supplements. Again, my name is Jill Miller. I am the co-owner with Mr. Glenn Miller, the Juice Man, One Life Juice Wellness Center. Text me or call me at 770-757-0496. We have products that can help curb their appetite, products that can help give them natural energy. It's not a Red Bull. We're into holistic care. That's why I'm able to have this energy. And Glenn was able to continue to serve the community with his raw products because of what we were putting in our bodies. Yes, you can have a treat day, but we're going to talk about that. Some people are able to do that yet because they have so many pounds that they need to lose. So that matters. Your BMI, all of that matters. So that's a whole nother segment. But yes, get moving. Trust yourself. Stop telling. Your body is his temple. 1 Corinthians, yes, you can do it. He just have given us so much, and we're not taking advantage of it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you get up and move the first 15 minutes of the day or end your night with a meditation and prayer and fitness. Figure it out. It's a balancing act. Right, Leslie Thomas? It is a balancing act.
Yes, come on now. That's our girl too. That's our girl. She get your life right. The balancing act.
Life. 4%. Come on.
Yes.
I just want them to work on eating better in this season, looking at what they're eating, Cynthia, and movement. Get to moving.
Yes. Amen.
Stop
Amen.
making excuses, because you can do it.
So they can actually order your juices and have them shipped, correct?
Well, it's costly because we need to overnight it, but they can definitely get our compounds. We make the best multivitamins, the best beet capsules, sea moss. Those things I can definitely ship out ASAP on Monday morning.
Okay.
I just need them to hit me up.
So you guys need to make sure you can visit onelifejuices.com, www.onelifejuices.com is scrolling across the bottom of the screen. And also you can reach Jill, www.jillmillerfit.com. You got her websites, you got a way to get in contact with her, you got a way of staying in contact with her.
No excuse. I've given them my personal cell number.
And she gave you her personal cell phone number. Listen, most business owners do not do that.
No, when people call, they're like, "Is this One Life Juice? Am I talking to?" I'm like, "This is the owner." Or they call Jim, "This is the owner." Yes. I said, "I'm here for you. You know, we're here till 8 p.m. Come see me." They're like yes, we're so thankful to be able to provide that personal touch type of, love and care for the people in our community. Well, it matters to us. And we recently was awarded the Rice Award here in the state of Georgia in the area of health and wellness. So I know this is what God wants us to do.
Yes, congratulations. You guys deserve it. You deserve it 110%. I thank you for saying yes, for coming on the show. I thank you for even coming back in April, y'all. Come back in April, and you definitely want to get with Jill. Order your supplies. You guys, you definitely want to be a healthier version of you. Yes. She's giving you some wonderful, amazing tips. Definitely connect with her. Jill, I say thank you for coming on the show. Tell the people you gotta go. It's time for us to
go, guys. I gotta start cleaning up, putting up these juices and detoxes and sea moss.
All right. So listen, y'all, we love you guys. Thank you for hanging with us tonight. We appreciate it. Do us a favor, like and share. Make sure you share. Subscribe to the Facebook, our YouTube channel. We are trying to grow our YouTube channel. Visit us at Plans of the Righteous YouTube channel. We would love to have you guys join us, because guess what? This show is going to go YouTube only. So you definitely want to subscribe to the YouTube channel sooner than you think. Okay.
Really?
Yes, we are going strictly YouTube soon. So
you have them spoiled on Facebook.
No, but they're going to have to come over to the YouTube channel to check us out. We got a more amazing guest that's going to be joining us. This is Black History Month, and we want to celebrate our lovely Black history entrepreneurs and authors. We just want to celebrate you guys and tell you how much we appreciate the impact you have on the community and in life. Okay? So Jill, thank you for coming on the show. You guys connect with Jill. Also, make sure you, if you have not pre-ordered your Destined for Greatness 2022 planner, pre-order your planner at www.plansoftherighteous.com. If you need to be coached, if you're looking for a coach, you can join. You can also schedule your coaching session with me at plansoftherighteous.com, or you can join our P2S or P2S2, which is Prepared to Succeed group coaching program for our faith-based entrepreneurs that's trying to set up their business and get their businesses in order at academy.plansoftherighteous.com. And thank you guys for joining us tonight. And we are out of here. Good night, people. We love you guys. We have to go. Mwah.